A heavy white delivery van navigates a dense residential street and slams its brakes outside an apartment building. Look closely at the vehicle and the crew. You won't find a single corporate logo on the side panels, the uniforms, or the equipment. These workers are not salaried employees of the global logistics firm that sent you the tracking link. They are independent, localized subcontractors. A multi-billion-dollar logistics enterprise coordinates a heavy delivery across the globe, without ever owning the vehicle parked at your curb. The modern corporate supply chain is a carefully managed disconnect, masking fragmented physical labor behind a unified, polished digital facade. Prior to the van's arrival, your interaction with the company was entirely frictionless. You received automated notifications and tapped a pristine calendar invite to select an exact time slot. That digital perfection immediately contrasts with the physical reality: two unbranded workers straining to haul a heavy appliance up narrow concrete stairs. The global logistics enterprise is selling an interface of reliability and trust directly to the consumer. But beneath that interface, the actual lifting, driving, and sweating are completely decoupled from the parent corporation. The logistics giant captures the consumer's trust through a digital interface, while the physical execution remains entirely decoupled from their corporate structure. Let's trace this back to the initial point of purchase. Navigating a physical appliance showroom presents immediate cognitive friction: complex feature lists, aggressive sales staff, and choice paralysis. Generative AI tools allow consumers to bypass these showrooms. You input your specific spatial constraints and usage frequency, and the model outputs a verified shortlist of exact matches. You then run that exact model number through a real-time price comparison engine, exposing the steep retail markups of traditional big box stores. The data reveals a consistent truth: purchasing directly from the original manufacturer yields the lowest total cost, actively undercutting their own third-party retail partners. Instant access to manufacturer pricing destroys the traditional retailer's historical dominance as the primary sales channel. This chart shows direct-to-consumer pricing mechanics. On the left, the traditional retail profit split. On the right, the manufacturer's baseline. The manufacturer strategically absorbs the heavy freight delivery cost right into their baseline. The retailer's share collapses, and the manufacturer captures the entire profit margin. That captured profit margin is then redirected to purchase the premium, outsourced digital delivery network we saw earlier. Manufacturers weaponize their logistics infrastructure. They transform delivery from a standard operational expense into an aggressive strategy to starve their retail partners of volume. Once you hit buy, an automated CRM triggers an invisible digital handoff, sending your order data straight into the logistics provider's global routing matrix. The companies we think of as global shippers are better understood as tracking APIs and routing engines built on code. The logistics brand sells a flawless automated tracking engine to the manufacturer for a massive enterprise fee. This enterprise software layer acts as a strict buffer, entirely shielding the consumer from the chaotic realities of physical transport. The most profitable asset in the global logistics industry is the API data layer facilitating the transfer, not the diesel truck making the delivery. This diagram illustrates the liabilities to own a corporate fleet: salaries, benefits, fuel, and insurance. If the logistics giant absorbed these, the capital expenditure would crush their stock valuation. Their solution is the asset-light strategy, outsourcing this physical risk to localized independent contractors. The independent driver is left to absorb the vehicle maintenance, the physical wear and tear, and the direct liability for navigating the final mile. The corporate entity captures the premium margin on the software integration, while ruthlessly offloading physical reality to the bottom of the operational food chain. Down at the bottom of that chain, the independent driver operates under intense pressure, compensated strictly on a squeezed flat-rate delivery model. When that unmarked van is idling in heavy traffic, the driver is actively burning fuel while losing operational time. A single local delivery cancellation is financially devastating. The vehicle continues to consume diesel, but the revenue for that hour drops to zero. This is why the crew calls you early, to see if you can take the appliance ahead of schedule. They are pulling the timeline forward to artificially optimize a broken daily route. What you perceive as proactive, premium customer service is a speed-driven survival tactic executed by a desperate contractor trying to salvage their daily profit. In this flat-rate model, the greatest threat to the driver is a time leak. the minutes wasted searching for a loading zone, navigating a broken intercom, or waiting for physical guidance. Watch the driver attempt to quickly navigate a complex, confusing apartment hallway. Every second spent searching for the correct door drains their efficiency. A 15-minute delay caused by poor building access eliminates their razor-thin profit margin for that delivery. This frantic, real-world improvisation is a stark contrast to the relaxed, asynchronous digital calendar booking you completed days earlier. The pristine illusion of automated digital logistics relies entirely on extreme human stress to cross the final physical threshold. The unbranded crew completes the physical labor, unboxing and maneuvering the heavy appliance into position inside the tight confines of the apartment. This diagram shows programmatic validation. The physical delivery is incomplete until the crew photographs the working unit and converts it into a binary data packet. You provide a digital signature on their handheld terminal, which officially closes the tracking API loop. That data instantly relays back up the chain to the original manufacturer, confirming the realized revenue and finalizing your consumer journey. The physical handover only signals completion to the broader enterprise once it has successfully converted back into verified digital data. This entire global, asset-light ecosystem survives solely because disparate software systems and APIs communicate flawlessly in the background. Look at your own business operations. You are likely running on messy spreadsheets, disconnected tools, and fragmented manual interventions. When automated digital handoffs fail in your business, the operational burden immediately falls back onto human administration, causing immediate system breakdown. We analyze the underlying logic of these chaotic workflows. We figure out the disconnects and build simple, quiet, automated systems that run without human intervention. Bring structured order to your digital operations before manual friction destroys your margins. SHK.Systems.